Welcome back to the show, and I am joined by my friend Flying Rich, who seems like he's awful dark for some reason.
Yeah, I did an update on the firmware on the camera.
You might need to adjust your brightness or something,
I thought I did.
but you look like a shadow.
Yeah,
All right, well, that's neither here nor there. Today, we're going to be talking about a rumor that is going around, and it deals with everyone's second favorite Supreme Court justice, Samuel Alito, who has been a staunch supporter of the Second Amendment and have looks a lot better, and have done a lot for the Second Amendment. Samuel Alito is 76 years old, and the rumor is that he is getting ready to retire. Now, he's been a staunch supporter of the Second Amendment and a good ally, but he is also 76 years old, which means he is pretty old. So it might be time for him to step down, and it might be the perfect time for him to step down before a Democrat gets into office or whatnot.
So, all right, couple of things. We see blocked Obama from in his last term appointing a new Supreme Court justice.
Well, that was like right at the end of his term. They can't block it for 2 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it doesn't seem? I mean, it is the last term, and it is the last 3 years of Trump's term. He's been in office a year and a couple of months, or a month. Yeah. Not even a year and 1 month. It's because it was January 20th. So actually, yeah, it's coming up on a year and a month. So he still has nearly 3/4 of his term left. So I don't see them raising that objection. The problem, which I was kind of shocked at, not like I want to give the other side any advice on how to do things, but Ruth Bader Ginsburg should have stepped down when I don't know, was it Obama in office? Yeah, I think it was Obama. RBG should have stepped down when Obama was in office, because he could have put a good player for their side in. And not that I would have wanted that. Thank you, RBG, for hanging on, just like Dianne Feinstein did.
Yeah, one of the things that I do find interesting is that Alito has a memoir coming out in October.
Uh-oh.
Now, it would be very uncommon for a sitting Supreme Court justice to release a memoir.
So you think the writing's on the wall? And look, I don't critique the guy. I'm sure he's ready to go. You know, you've been in
there. You've done a lot, and
yeah, he's a good guy.
Him going now might be the actual.
So what's the chance of Stambolier replacing him?
I don't think, because usually it's a judge, not a lawyer. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, he doesn't have to be a lawyer.
Doesn't have to be a lawyer or a judge. Could be Crump.
Yeah, it could be anyone. I don't see that happening. But hold on, let me just send that to voicemail. I don't see that happening, but it could be. It could be. I do have. I mean, I would love for it to be somebody like Van Dyke.
Yes, but, yes. No, wait. Van Dyke is Ninth Circuit, correct?
He is Ninth Circuit, but there are a few judges that are in the running.
In Trump's first term, he published a list of potential appointees to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Andrew Oldham, if it's anyone. I mean, if the rumors are true.
I gotta say, after Merrick Garland was Supreme Court Attorney General for Biden. I can't believe we missed that bullet. That was a bullet we dodged because Obama appointed him in the last year of his term, or wanted to appoint him in the last year of his term, and we C-blocked that, the Republican Senate. So thank God we didn't get Merrick Garland as the Supreme Court Justice. Of course, we got Ketanji Brown Jackson. That's
Andrew Oldham is on the betting markets. He is the person that is most likely to replace Alito, and I just want to touch on his stuff. He's actually from Virginia, so, but he sits on the Fifth Circuit right now. He was appointed by Trump in 2018, and he does have a history of being very pro-gun.
well, okay.
For example, just to let you guys know, he is a member of several gun rights organizations. He also sued California over the concealed carry laws, arguing that people have the right to carry guns into government buildings. Like Brady, every town they hate him, which is a good thing. He is probably going to be the guy that's going to be the called up next. He also, he believes he sits on like almost all firearms regulations are unconstitutional, which is a good thing. He was one of the people that ruled in the Fifth Circuit on frames and receivers, saying that the frames and receiver rule is unconstitutional. It's
so we got a vote for Justice Mark Smith.
there you go.
Oh, Benitez sounds nice. I like that one. Oh, clicked on the wrong spot.
Yeah, like all his rulings on guns basically lines up with our views.
All right. I gotta say, do you think Clarence Thomas is going to step down also?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it possible Trump could appoint 5 of the 9 justices?
It could be. The other guy that might be up for it, and this guy's running whatever, is James Ho. James Ho is another judge that is also from the Fifth Circuit, who is very pro gun. He's ruled against Rahimi. He ruled our way in Rahimi, ruled our way in a bunch of cases. He also believes that serialization requirements of firearms is unconstitutional as well.
Wow.
So he has some really good rulings as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I see people saying McGlynn and Van Dyke, but I want to keep them where they are. To tell you the truth, not that they wouldn't make good Supreme Court justices. Just saying.
I hear you.
I think that they would be better. They're better served where they are. One of the things about the first guy that I mentioned Like Oldham, he's pretty young. He's 48. And then Emil Delpar, who would be, I think he would be the first Indian American to sit on the Supreme Court. He's a Punjabi.
Okay.
And he is likely to get a call if the other two guys turn it down for whatever reason. But he's also pretty pro-gun as well. He's in the Sixth Circuit. And he's actually written papers for the Federalist Society on gun rights.
Somebody just said Mark Smith and William Kirk.
Yeah.
William Kirk makes me laugh. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
In person, I mean.
But one of the things I don't like about this guy, Lepar, is he doesn't believe that the Second Amendment applies to non-citizens. So that's where I differ from him.
We got somebody that doesn't like William Kirk.
I like Bill.
I'd love to hear what you have to say. Look, I don't know a whole lot about Bill Kirk, but I met him a couple of times, and we've always had a good time making jokes and laughing.
Yeah, so there's three strong candidates besides the Punjabi guy. Lepar is the guy that's like the weakest on the Second Amendment, and that's only because the non-citizen ruling, the other rulings that he's done, has been pro-Second Amendment. Ho is Second Amendment and also a young guy, and and Oldham is 100%.
Well, what wasn't it? Which wise Latina was thinking about, or there's rumors she's considering retiring? Is it Sotomayor?
Yeah.
Maybe Trump gets 6.
I doubt that. I mean, I think they would.
We might have a chance at Stambolier and Olson.
That would be great. But right now, I think, I don't know. Honestly, I think Lepar might be the guy that's going to get it. But we'll have to see. Let's see what the betting odds are right now. Right now, it's Andrew Oldham. The betting odds on him getting it is 19.6 and Lepar 17%. Yeah, I agree with
that.
Yeah,
I was just going to hit on that.
Yeah, she would die. So right now, I think those are the top 3 candidates to replace him.
Happy birthday, Crump! Can you get 688 on a stream sometime and ask about his grandpa E.T. Flood and that thing you helped him with?
Yeah, sure. Rip E.T. Flood. What of a B-52 tail gunner? I could definitely do that.
Somebody else says it's their birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah, it was...
Oh, I forgot. The banner's running.
Oh, you're
That was yesterday. My birthday was yesterday. And
so
I already donated the money, which are only like $5, but I donated like 150. So there you go.
FDR had all 9 justices. I don't know about
Which
that.
one has a good shot at being confirmed? I think they all have a good shot of being confirmed. Tell you the truth. I mean, none of them are really that controversial. Like Oldham maybe have the hardest time because out of all of them, he's the one that is super pro 2A. And like he's more of a Thomas type of 2A than the rest of the guys. So but yeah, I mean, we're not sure if he's retiring. That's the rumor, but it's a strong rumor.
Yike.
Yeah, the Fifth Circuit is pretty pro 2A, and Andrew Oldham is probably the most pro 2A person on the Fifth Circuit. Yeah, midterms might change the probability of confirmation.
Oh,
That was
ouch.
something I was going to bring up. Where's this
Ouch.
from? It's from the Washington Post, USA Today, New York Times, CNN, Fox News, basically everywhere. Do anyone have dirt the Dems can dig up? If there's no dirt that Dems can dig up there, they'll make it up.
Yeah, why would it matter? Why would real something matter?
Who was the judge from Cali that did the video in his chamber with the firearms that he owns? That's Judge Van Dyke. Judge Van Dyke is out there.
That was badass.
Yeah, but those are like the 3 guys. My money is probably on Andrew Oldham, which would be basically a wash because we lose Alito, but we get Oldham and Alito basically have the same views. And I mean, that's all we really need. We're not going to get very much more pro Second Amendment than Alito. Thank you, Jim. So I do believe that Oldham will be nominated. Oldham and Ho are the 2 that I want nominated to the Supreme Court. Then we can backfill the Fifth Circuit with some other pro-gun judges as well. And if it is Oldham's only 48. So he was looking at 35 years on the bench, maybe 30 years on the bench, maybe 40. And if we get Ho on there, Ho's around the same age. So if we replace Thomas and Alito, we can really lock up the bench for a long time. For decades.
So, and can we do a topic change, or we still have more to cover on this?
No, we're not gonna. We're just gonna focus on this one topic.
Okay.
Unless you have something that's breaking.
Well, Rare Breed included a new patent against Hoffman.
Yeah, I saw that. Rare Breed added their allegedly fraudulent super safety patent on Rare Breed against Hoffman, which is crazy.
Yeah, so Twin Bros put in a patent for the super safety and apparently got awarded the patent.
Yep, they did.
And that has subsequently been added to the case against Hoffman. So Hoffman is now getting sued by Rare Breed Triggers.
We're going to keep this on the same topic.
Okay.
One topic. But we're going to get out of here anyway. I just got a headache I'm dealing with, so.
Gotcha. And I agree, Robert should retire. That guy, big disappointment.
Rich, why don't you go live and talk about it?
Talk about Hoffman?
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot to say.
Okay. All right. Well. But yep. So we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to lay down for a little bit and hopefully get better.
Ready, Crumpy?
I love you guys, and see you guys later. By the way, Courtney Love killed Kirk